Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to A Course in Miracles. Again, it is not Morning Cup of Joy. It's been a day, but anyway, this is A Course in Miracles discussion, and then afterwards we will start chanting for about half an hour. I'm Teri Angel. I'm here with my co-host Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And our beautiful family tonight to help us do the discussion of A Course in Miracles is Christine, Elizabeth, and Sunny.
Yeah.
Charlie Coons.
Hello, everyone.
Michael, and I'm not going to attempt your last name.
There's 12 ways to say it right. You have no pressure.
I would choose the one, though, that wouldn't pronounce it. Well, welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us. And our Auntie Jean, looking beautiful tonight. Hello. So let's get started. Karen, would you please lead us into our hearts before we begin the discussion?
I will be so honored. And thank you so much for everyone who is tuning in. And we would invite you to just slow down. And if you're in a safe environment, close your eyes to all distractions and let yourself go in and drop into your heart so that you can actually feel almost like you're going down an elevator and you feel yourself, all the busyness of your mind is just floating gently and easily in to the heart of surrender. And you just rest and trust and listen. And listen to the words, but let yourself be still between the words. Let yourself float away from the words into a feeling of being your original, natural, true self. Let yourself truly, truly feel what it feels like to be completely free. Deep within you is everything that is perfect. It's ready to radiate through you and out into the world. Feel that light. Feel that perfect love. And feel it shining like the sun. The sun shines indiscriminately on everything. It doesn't choose where to shine. It's just radiant. And that's what you are, radiant. Remember that this light, it will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out of an alliance to them. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness. your incorruptible innocence, because its source goes with you wherever you go. You can never suffer because the source of all joy goes with you wherever you go. You can never be alone because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind because God goes with you wherever you go. So gently, as you come back into this moment and you really feel that energy coming with you as you open your eyes and stay in that feeling, stay in that knowing and that certainty. Even when you speak, everywhere you go, radiate that light. Be like the sun and free everyone. Namaste.
So beautiful. I needed that. Been one of those hectic days. Moving days are always hectic. And I moved to a different location today. So my energy has been a little scattered for the last few hours. But boy, that just brought me right back to center. And I want to thank you for that. So absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. It's wonderful to join.
Yeah. This is these exercises that we're into right now, lessons for 40, 41, all of these that really have us going to our center of our being are some of my favorite lessons and exercises to do. And I just want to stay in that energy. And I found myself as, things were getting a little bit hectic with moving and lugging suitcases and stuff. I just stopped and just said the exercise, and it brought me right back to center to, okay, I'm going to a place where I'm going to have quiet and peace and, be able to go into my cave and do some creative stuff. So anytime that we start getting out of our heart and into our head, these particular lessons bring us right back there, right back to where we know that all of that chaos, all of the turmoil, it's all an illusion. So I'm just thrilled with this particular lesson. And I'd like to hear what your experience was with it yesterday as you said it. Or actually today, I'm sorry, as you said it.
We'll let Sharon go first.
Sharon?
I'm not here, Charlie.
Company tonight, Charlie. You know that.
Well, that's why I said it. I said, we'll let Sharon go first.
He's lightening the vibration with laughter.
There you go. Well, I liked what Pam said. Nothing prepared me. It's what Bill Murray said in the Pam Grout one. Nothing prepared me for being this awesome. So it was really, I had a busy day running around, but I was screaming it out there. I had the windows open. It was pretty nice here. And I was just yelling it out the windows, and going through the supermarket, down the aisles and saying, I am blessed as a child of God, and I was, they wanted you to do it every 10 minutes, but but when I did do it, it was like, oh, wow, you were just in that space, and that, that feeling of how, the godliness. So it was really awesome. I think I'm going to do it every day. Just keep doing it. It just feels so good. Yeah. But anyway, I had a good experience with it, even though it was a hectic day. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like me, huh? You came right back to center.
Yeah. A lot of running around stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Chris wants to share something.
I am happy that with Sunny feeling nobody better. She know how to eat and she must be better till we thank God.
So we're all grateful for that. Thank you, Chris.
Well, I have to confess, I don't think I did it every 10 minutes. I know I didn't do it every 10 minutes, but I did it often. But I'm kind of a meek person. I have always been, because of my past, I've always been kind of meek. But saying that to myself during this day, and even at other times before, when you say, I am the child of God, your head kind of goes up and your shoulders kind of go back, and you feel like someone worthy. And that's what I loved about this, and that's why I did it over and over today.
Beautiful, Jean. And, the insights addresses that.
Oh,
And
yes.
I know, right? It's, in today's lesson, Jesus clearly recognizes that we may miss some practice periods, maybe even for long periods, but he urges us not to let that discourage us or use it as an excuse to stop practicing. He simply says, try again. No guilt, just try again. And I love that, because he is no judgment, just love. And it's our willingness to follow this course and follow the exercises that's important. So Jean, don't think that you're alone in missing some of those times of doing it. I know I've had a busy day, so I know I didn't do it every 10 minutes, but I did it as often as I could think about it. And as I said earlier, when something would come up and I'm like going into an energy of stress, I've deemed myself stress-free this year in 2023, but moving is stressful. And so as I was like thinking, how am I going to get all this stuff in the car, and how am I going to do? It's like, no, just stop, just pause. I am blessed as a child of God. And it just brings us right back to what's real. So I love this lesson. I really get so much out of just saying that statement. If it's every 10 minutes, if it's every hour, it doesn't matter. It's our intention in our heart and our willingness to follow this course and learn about ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're learning who we are and what we are. So, Michael, I know this is your first night with us. We have been doing this since the first of the year. So we're on lesson 40.
I'd be happy to share about that. I'm
Yes, please.
in these early lessons, as we're like uncovering the truth about ourselves and learning the magnitude of what we truly are. The first line of this lesson talks about being entitled to happiness, and the idea of in being entitled traditionally is almost negative in a way in the world. People are acting entitled, and the Course talks about the arrogance of not accepting the truth about ourselves. And this kind of goes hand in hand with me in that being entitled is perfectly fine. And being entitled to happiness is one of the joyous truths that Jesus is teaching us. And that is not only a blessing to learn, but a blessing to embrace and to recognize that there is entitlements as a blessed Son of God that go along with what we truly are. And so there's a lot of joy for me that comes along with that. And in addition to, as Charlie said, is, just the joy in exclaiming the truth that we are blessed, but having that mindset to fall back onto, to deal with the ego thoughts that come up and the attack thoughts, is that I am entitled to happiness. And it's a reference point for me for be able to look at, am I in happiness right now, or have I slipped back into the egoic side of things? And so lots of joy with this lesson and these early lessons is really just reiterating the truth about what we are. And for myself, how wrong I was when I was seemingly born into the world and taught, I was mortal, I'm vulnerable, I'm a sinner, I'm going to die. And then the idea of being entitled to happiness was nowhere on my radar. And so now it is, and it's staying there, and I'm very grateful for it.
I love that. Oh, we're so pleased that you joined with us tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, I had an issue a little bit, Michael, with the entitlement, the way that it said that too. And so I switched it so that the words for me were, all are blessed as children of light. And I blessed everyone I saw, and I realized everyone's entitled to that happiness. Everyone is that happiness. They just need to allow themselves to be aware of it. And for me, it was like I felt like every time I was blessing people as they were walking by. Of course, I wasn't saying it out loud to them, but I was, blessing them in my mind. And I could see them light up. I could see their faces just start to light up. And I just realized that, to me, God is absolute oneness, and we're all entitled to God. So we're all entitled to seeing that happiness for everyone, and allowing that happiness because we are the one mind. Because we are the one mind, the more I accept happiness, the more I accept the blessings, the more I'm doing that for the all. And for I don't even like the word brothers. I like just all is one. I like that we are all one. I don't like having it be brothers and sisters, or it's all, to me, the words are just symbols, and they really, really symbolize the separation, those, and the words can really get us hung up. So I stop right there. I always say, stop, spirit, take over. Because if I just give it over to spirit will reinterpret it for me and give me a new word that makes it. So when I do a lesson, the first thing I do with a lesson is I say, okay, stop, because I've got a lot of programming, I've got a lot of conditioning. And then I say, okay, spirit, take over here. So you do the judging for me, you do the interpreting for me, and give me some new words for this, because I'm not comfortable with these words. And I turn them all into songs. I was singing that song. I was going around all day to in my car, I was singing it. And just like Charlie was saying, I was in my car singing it. We are blessed as children of light. We are blessed as children of light. And thinking about that just made me so much happier, just thinking, even the children of light instead of a son of God. The word itself, child of light, just makes it easier for me, and lighter and gentler. And so I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, I feel it does. It helps me. And even when
I
you were
can't
saying,
stand that word entitled or righteous or sinner. I don't like any of them.
You know,
Yeah.
I always have had trouble with words. I don't think we're meant to speak words because things are
I
lost.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, lost in
Yeah,
using
one of my
words.
favorite movies is that Lost in
Yeah.
Translation.
But I'm so glad you said that, because I was going to say that, but I didn't. Was that as long as you treat everybody that way, everybody the same as you feel about yourself, that's wonderful. That's important, because we are all his children.
That's like I went to the
Absolutely.
store.
Hers or his. Sorry,
Yeah.
Charlie.
That's okay. No, I went to the store today. You know, I just bought a few things, and it was $19.18. So I go to the guy. Oh, that's the year I was born. He goes, oh, really? And then he caught himself.
Charlie, you're so
And then he caught
Yeah.
himself. He said, oh. I says, I got you, you know. So yeah, I have fun with everybody. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what life's about. Life should be fun. We should
Yeah.
be able to have fun. We do have Kathy with us, who is going through a really rough time right now. And
Sweetheart.
there's a lot of chaos and a lot of upheaval, I know, in your home, Kathy, and at work. And she's having a very difficult time right now saying all of this positive stuff about, energy and my holiness. And we're just lifting you up in prayer and praying that you can keep going inside. That's what I do. When there's chaos on the outside, then I say, okay, let me just pause, hit the pause button, go inside, and maybe say the exercise, say it even more, because the more you say it, the more you're going to feel it. And this is what we're learning, is that everything is inside. So Kathy, I hope that helps to know that you are supported. We do love you so much. And thank you. And keep coming in here every night. Keep immersing yourself in this positive energy. It's the best thing any of us can do. This has been such a blessing to have a family to discuss this with. I've studied it for over 30 years, and this is the best support group and discussion group that I've ever had for Course in Miracles. So I appreciate every one of you that come in every night. And with that said, I think we're going to go into what our assignment is, right, Karen?
Okay, so now we're moving into God Goes With Me Wherever I Go. Today's idea will eventually overcome completely the sense of loneliness and abandonment that all the separated ones experience. Depression is an inevitable consequence of separation. So are anxiety, worry, a deep sense of helplessness, misery, suffering, and intense fear of loss. The separated ones have invented many cures for what they believe to be the ills of the world. But the one thing they do not do is question the reality of the problem. Yet its effects cannot be cured because the problem is not real. The idea for today has the power to end all this foolishness forever. And foolishness it is, despite the serious and tragic forms it may take. Okay, take this in for a minute. Really hear this. Deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. It will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out of allegiance to them. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness and incorruptible innocence, because its source goes with you wherever you go. You can never suffer, because the source of all joy goes with you wherever you go. You can never be alone, because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind, because God goes with you wherever you go. We understand that you do not believe all this. How could you? When the truth is hidden deep within, under a heavy cloud of insane thoughts, dense and obscuring, yet representing all you see. Today, we will make our first real attempt to get past this dark and heavy cloud and to go through it to the light beyond. There will be only one long practice period today. That'll be easy, Auntie Jean. That'll be a fun, easy one, huh? Okay. There will only be one long practice period today, in the morning. As soon as you get up, if possible, sit quietly for 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed. At the beginning of the practice period, repeat the idea very slowly. Then make no effort to think of anything. Try instead to get a sense of turning inward past all idle thoughts of the world. Try to enter very deeply into your own mind, keeping it clear of any thoughts that might divert your attention. From time to time, you may repeat the idea if you find it helpful. But most of all, try to sink down and inward, away from the world and all the foolish thoughts of the world. You are trying to reach past all these things. You are trying to leave appearances and approach reality. It is quite possible to reach God. In fact, it is very easy, because it is the most natural thing in the world. You might even say it is the only natural thing in the world. The way will open if you believe that that is possible. This exercise can bring very startling results, even the first time it is attempted, and sooner or later it will always be successful. We will go into more detail about this kind of practice as we go along, but it will never fail completely, and instant success is possible. Throughout the day, use today's idea often, repeating it very slowly, preferably with your eyes closed. Think of what you are saying, what the words mean. Concentrate on the holiness that they imply about you, on the unfailing companionship that is yours, on the complete protection that surrounds you. You can indeed afford to laugh at fear thoughts, remembering that God goes with you wherever you go.
I love that lesson. And I love Pam Grout. The divine buzz goes with me wherever I go. I like that one. I just love this. Thank you, Karen, for sharing what our assignment is. And that concludes the Course in Miracles discussion for the night. We'll be back tomorrow night to talk about this particular lesson of God being with us wherever we go. And love all of you that joined in just for the discussion. For anyone who wants to stay for the chanting, we are going to go into chanting 2 chants that we do every night. We're chanting for change in our world. And so, Michael, you're welcome to stay or leave or hang out.
Thank you. Yep, I have to leave, but I wanted to say it was a treat and a pleasure to come in. And when I have the opportunity, I look forward to coming back and sharing some more love and truth with y'all.
Thank you so much. You've been a
You're
delight.
welcome.
Really.
Have a
Love
beautiful night.
Thank you. Love y'all.
You
Nice
too.
Love
meeting
you.
Good night. Okay, so our first chant, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Karen?
Okay, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us into our heart so that we can feel complete freedom. Then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Om Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Take just a moment to pause. Breathe into your heart center. Feel that beautiful energy as you connect in with your higher self. Chanting this chant helps us to release, helps us to recognize that there really is nothing that's there stopping us, just our own thoughts. So the chant helps us to release those thoughts of barriers and obstacles and feel the freedom that comes from that. Doesn't that feel good? Breathe it in again, knowing that there is nothing that can stop us. Oh, that does feel powerful. And when we do that, we raise our vibration higher and higher to where we can come up to where the miracles are vibrating. And one of those miracles is our miracle, Marlene. Marlene, thank you for joining with us tonight. So good to have you on here. anyone else who's in. I see we have people watching, but nobody's commenting to us, but thank you for being here. Maybe you're just hanging out, learning to chant, or if you want to just put a hello into the comments so we know that you are with us. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go into Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So Karen, would you talk about that one, please?
Yes, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam 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 Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's breathe in that love again. Breathe it right into your heart. Let it expand out from you, from your physical body, out into the area around you. And just let it keep expanding as it spreads out into the world, because this chant has just raised our vibration. And when we spread that into the world, we raise the vibration of all that is. So every night we give honor to God. We chant Om 3 times in reverence and respect. And then we stay in our hearts and connect the heart and the brain before we give that love away. So take a deep breath in. And if you just love to join with us, we're chanting Om 3 times slowly. Om. Sit in the silence for just a moment. As we feel that love, we have the desire that others feel that love as well. And we can make that happen. Whatever we're sending out from us, that is our energy, it does reach those who are ready for it. That goes out like a wave into the world. So breathe it in, breathe in love, and just listen. Listen to the stillness as you breathe it out away from you. Know that you're making a difference. You're making an impact. And when we're all together in our energy sending this, it's like a huge wave, an ocean wave of light, of love, of peace. Breathe that love in and send that love out. And then listen. Om Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Thank you to everyone who joined in heart to heart, blessing our world with the energy of peace, of love, of joy. We declare that that went where it needed to go to touch hearts that were ready for it. Om Shanti. Oh, wow, that felt good. I don't know if it was because we just got done with a beautiful Course in Miracles discussion, but I just felt that love so full in my heart. And I just wanted to just hear it. I just wanted to hear that resonance of it as we sent it out and know that we are making a difference. And every night we make a declaration declaring that there's peace on earth. Karen, would you please lead that declaration tonight?
I would love to. So this is what we're going to do on 3, 2, 1.
2,
We're
1.
going to say, we declare that there is peace on earth. And we declare that peace begins inside of us.
So it is.
So, ready, everybody?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. We declare that there is peace on earth. We declare that peace begins inside of us.
So it is.
And so it is.
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen. And we've been doing this for 984 days now. And we've been doing this as a group known as
The peace.
Peace. As a morning cup of joy.
Well, with all that joy, because I have been a P for 983 days. That was a little bit late starting. So I'm a P, and Chris is a P, and Charlie's a P, and Karen's a P, and Teri is Mama P.
Yes,
Marlene's
yes.
P, and I forgot who was here. And a whole bunch of
My
others.
niece Heather is with us for the first time.
Well, Heather.
And
She's
she is a P.
Yes.
And
And
she has a
there's-
little P.
And she has a little tiny P. Yeah. And we have P's all over the world. And wouldn't you like to be a P too? A P for peace. Imagine if everyone was a P for peace. What kind of world we would have. Beautiful.
Imagine that all the time, Jean. And we're going to make a t-shirt.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
design
and
it.
something very important. Be kind.
Yes, and be my kind too. Yeah.
Be kind. I love that. Because we know that those
The hell
No,
right, with the sound of chanting
chanting.
and the smiles on faces.
And the sprinkling
kind.
of spirit.
Peace.
Yes.
and peace will be coming
Around
around
the
Corner when we
Yeah.
chant.
when we chant.
Peace is coming round the corner when we chant.
When we chant.
Peace is coming
Yeah,
round the corner with the
lovely
smiles on the faces. Peace is coming round the corner when we chant.
And be kind.
And be kind.
And be kind.
Gracie would be so proud. Oh, Eugene.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did it
keep
good. So Gracie, if you're watching this on the replay, we love you. We miss
the
you.
I
voices.
love you. Yes.
Yeah. And thank you to everyone who was watching. So many blessings to all of you. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And come back tomorrow and we will do it again. We're working our way toward that 999. I think we're going to celebrate at 999.
99. I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
But then the next day is going to be 1,000.
Okay.
So we can celebrate
So-
twice.
After 9, it goes back to 0, right? In numerology.
No, we don't go to.
Numerology.
Go with them.
That's
Celebrate
gonna
at
be
999.
amazing.
Ask the angels. I think we should go to 1,000.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Thank you
Okay.
all for being with us.
Yeah.
And we leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste, y'all.
bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.